Meeting. And joining us now for both sides of this intense debate, Michelle Oddis, assistant managing editor of HumanEvents.com. That's a conservative website. Marianne Marsh is a Democratic consultant who's worked with Senators John Kerry, Ted Kennedy. Thank you both for being with us. Marianne, first of all, in the beginning, Pelosi sort of suggested that any American citizen who dared to voice an objection in a protest is a Nazi, apparently based on one isolated incident. But now she stepped it up and she's labeling protesters un-American. Isn't that destructive rather than constructive?
I think this is more about Democrats fighting back, and I don't think it was a mistake she used the phrase un-American, because that's the exact same phrase that the Bush administration and many Republicans used against those who opposed the war in Iraq. You're absolutely right, but hopefully now that the Democrats are fighting back and she's done that, everyone's going to dial it back a bit, tone it down, and now you have Barack Obama, the president, taking the lead on this debate, as he should. You saw it today at the summit in his Saturday radio address.
So he wasn't providing leadership, is what you're saying.
Forward.
He wasn't providing leadership.
I'm not sure. I think what she was doing, Greg, is the Democrats said they were going to fight back. She's now fought back.
I'm talking about the president. You were just suggesting that he wasn't being a leader here, and now he's stepping in and providing leadership, right?
I think he's stepping. He has to be the one to lead this debate. He's the most effective weapon on this debate, and any debate for that matter.
Michelle,
and he's the most effective Democrat when you look at the polls.
You know, I got to be fair and balanced here. Conservative Rush Limbaugh upped the ante, responding Pelosi. Then he said, and I'll quote, Adolf Hitler, like Barack Obama, also ruled by dictate. You know, which a lot of people found offensive. The Anti-Defamation League called it grossly offensive. Look, aren't both sides, in a way, guilty of inciting anger and really obliterating good, constructive civil discourse?
Absolutely. And I think it's funny that Pelosi and Hoyer would say that they are opposed to obstructing other viewpoints. If they take that viewpoint when it comes to speaking on the House floor, perhaps they'd be more willing to listen to the Republican amendments to things like Obamacare. But we've reported this today on Human Events and also on Red State. We've actually found some postings on Craigslist.com for groups like Summer for Change, where it looks like Democrats are actually recruiting people to come to these town halls
both sides are doing it. Marianne, it's not just Pelosi, but the president who is inveighing against protesters. He's asking folks to essentially rat out people whose emails seem quote unquote fishy. Come on, isn't that hypocritical for a former community organizer to complain about community organizing?
Well, I think this is more about setting the record straight, Greg, but here's my hope. None of this is doing anybody any good, but if the Democrats don't fight back, there's no way health care reform is going to get through. Now in New Hampshire, despite everything we've seen where Republicans are organizing against the town hall meeting tomorrow, the AFL-CIO is going up there to try to defend health care reform. My hope is in New England, where town hall meetings started, that there is a civil discourse tomorrow, that the president does get to hear criticism and he gets to respond to that.
Marianne Marsh, Michelle Oddis, thanks very much.